What's going on? Yes, how you doing? We get my TikTok going too. We double duty into the day. Yes. Hope all is well with you, brother. Appreciate the pull up. You from Pips, all right? Appreciate the pull up. Going on. Doing too much too bad. Just my battery tripping. That is right. My apologies. I gotta get it together. You doing TikTok? How are you doing? My apologies. Let me my battery. What's going on with the battery? So I had to come back on there. Just give me 1 second. I gotta go grab some stuff real quick. I gotta grab the stuff. Everybody wants the stuff. Give me 1 second. You know, I gotta stand up. I had it set all up outside. Okay, that's better. I look like a giant on TikTok. But let's see if we can. See if we can. With my live on TikTok. Is it gonna show me? I wonder if share this TikTok. Show my God. How about what y'all think of that beat? I kind of like it. Oh, I'm sorry, I ain't even looked over it. Oh, I'm still probably listening.
Say hood is not what the Western civilization make it out to be. It's not what it is in the music, in the movies.
What's going on, Yeti? Bud?
Do I still be in the same area when I was a kid? Yeah, I'm in the deck, man. Yeah.
Appreciate the pull up. We got Henry on TikTok.
Yeah, that's crazy. They always got ignorant questions. You know what I'm saying? They look at the attire of a person and quick to say you thug, you gangster, you this, you that, and you don't even know that person. Y'all quick to judge a book by its cover without reading the chapters. Big choice.
She's got to, right? But I've never worked TikTok on the computer. I'm trying to see what's going on. My apologies, TikTok. I'm used to being on live on YouTube, and it's a little bit easier. This TikTok live is crazy. Okay, say I'm live. Will it show it though? Will it show it? That is the question. And we are waiting with the answer. Right now. Okay. Okay. How y'all doing tonight, though? How's everybody doing? My apologies. Will it show us? Oh, I don't think it's gonna do it. Like, you're giving it too much, Captain. She can't take it. Scotty. It's a reunion over here. I see with Yeti. I'm sorry, TikTok. We, we have nobody on TikTok watching this. Oh, it won't even. Oh, it's not showing us right. Hold on. It's slow. Okay. That is the TikTok channel. We are live on TikTok and YouTube. While on YouTube, watching us live on TikTok, the paradox is particularly perplexing this evening. Is there gonna be a continuous echo? Hey, Ray, how you doing? We are just messing around. I'm trying to. I think that's not gonna work. Hold on. Okay, let's hold on. Let's see. Maybe that will help. That's go up on the TikTok, the echo, but you won't be able to hear anything. You might be. You'll be able to hear TikTok. Let's see if we can get somebody on TikTok to join us. And then you wonder, yeah, you should be able to hear the conversation, right? We'll be able to. How you doing tonight, Red? Thank you so much for pulling up. Um, I know you got a ring. Make sure you get one. Everybody gets a ring. Everybody gets a ring. We just messing around here on TikTok. But TikTok, Red, you might want to look into TikTok. I've been on it a couple months and I'm already able to. I'm monetized, but I ain't making no money. I think I made like 18 cents, but I only went live a couple times, and it seems like women do better on here. Or say that. So with the marketing and stuff, with the nails, yeah. Are you on TikTok? I'm sorry. I'm assuming you're not on here, but let's make sure you got it. That's not there. Let's make sure you get a wrench. But I think you got one, right? Could have one. You've been here before. Oh no. Sorry, the TikTok back. His buddy would you okay. All right, look at you. Look at you. Hey Ray, how you doing? On TikTok. Thank you so much, Ray. Yeah. Let me make sure. All right, Ray. I got you. No, let me stop it. Thank you so pulling up on us. We weren't literally talking about anything. I was outside. I had it all mapped out, but that went astray. Um, but we were about to start talking. I went on a gentleman's stream who is a MAGA supporter, and the brother was from LA, but it just seems like he was. What's on there? All right, you be good. Make sure you if you got. I can't tell if she got her thing, but thank you for coming. Good to see you. You be safe as always. But I was watching this dude. Maybe I should show that. Dang. How can I show it to? Kenny Richards. Kenneth Richardson. I'm sorry. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for joining us. That's muted. I'm trying to get it together. So this might not work out too well. But yeah, I'm sure it will. I just got to remember that it's a TikTok. I should pull it up on. Nah, he's doing it for bread. I ain't knocking his ass. So that's his lane. We're talking about a gentleman, another content creator here on YouTube. But I might one day, just in the spirit of RBR. Somebody, some dark night is going to have to rise in RBR's place. Some dark night is going to have to rise at RBR's place. See if he's still here, man. Yeah, come on up, brother. We ain't never had no guests here on the TikTok. We could get a guest from TikTok and YouTube at the same time. That's next stream's goal, guys. All right. So I can watch this on the replay. Remember that I said that. Yeah, we have. It's got to be me. Hey, Alex. He's not the hero we need. We wanted, but he's the hero we need. I'm sorry. I am talking to a couple of people on my YouTube channel. Maybe I could. But I said it there, so I had it tilted. Hold on, we're about to get this together. Let's see. All right, let's sit down. Sit down. Sorry, guys. Maybe y'all can see. I can set it up so y'all can see. Give me 1 second, y'all, because y'all you can do the dual camera here on TikTok. So you can have a camera on me, and then you can have it. So I'm trying to set that up real quick. Give me 1 second. Excuse me. I thought you could. Maybe you can't. Oh no, we have a guest here. All right, we have a guest. That's got to be Kenneth Richardson. How you doing?
Good.
I'm doing good, man. How's it going? Appreciate you are technically the first. Say again. I said you are my first guest ever, so I appreciate your pull up. We got a guest here on TikTok. All right, let's go. I'm sorry. I'm doing good. I'm on my YouTube channel as well. Maybe.
I'm on YouTube too.
Yeah. This is my first time trying to do both. I got a couple of days off, so I'm just doing nothing with myself. Trying to be good. I'm good. How about yourself?
Pretty good.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I hear you good.
Okay.
So what's the conversation about?
Actually, I didn't know like this. I'm literally just testing it to see how it goes, but we can talk about anything.
Okay.
What you got on your mind?
What I have on my mind?
Yeah.
This is my first time being on live.
Really? What brings you to TikTok? Well, I'm asking.
I saw you down there first and said, live.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Conscious moron.
Just moron?
Conscious moron.
That's hilarious.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
What did you just pick that name?
I was when I started doing content, a lot of people would ask me, am I willfully ignorant or am I just a moron? And I always thought it was like conscious moron is kind of, I'm like, well, you know.
It'll make you blow up, huh?
I hope so.
Yeah, it sounds like that.
I hope.
Yeah, I gotta change that, you know?
No, that's cool, man. No. You know what? Eventually, I think it's gonna come to that. Everybody's gonna eventually have to start saying who they are on the social media. So,
yeah, there's some guy out there. think everybody has a new thing. You know.
Yeah, but
You know.
yeah, but
Everybody's complaining. Everybody's complaining about everybody right now.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
There's
unfortunately.
Chapstein, there's another big muscle guy who's good at state, been in the penitentiary. Some other guys complaining about him. I don't know their names. You know,
Oh,
I just go through them.
oh, okay, okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, yeah, I haven't. I haven't been
So,
to.
how long have you been on YouTube?
I've been doing YouTube maybe like 2 years, 2.5. Excuse me. And TikTok maybe like 3 or 4 months. But TikTok is a little bit faster than YouTube, I must say.
That's right. That's like that. Put down.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
So he's my memory. It's the only memory I got of him.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. How long ago did you have to put him down?
This week.
Oh wow. Oh, so this is fresh. I'm sorry to hear that.
That's good. I gotta keep it in my head. Don't forget people who passed, you know?
Definitely not.
Don't forget the people who brought you here.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember my mother
Your
every
grandma,
day.
grandpa, don't be forgetting about them.
Yeah, I remember my mother and my father every day, man. I'm thankful for them, no matter what. I'm thankful for them. I'm especially looking on YouTube and social media. I'm grateful that I really had them though, because like, I mean, you know, they might not have did everything right, but I know that they loved and cared for me and tried to, you know, give me the best that they could from what they had to work for. So I always appreciate that.
Oh, dead air. That's not good.
No, I guess you didn't hear me, but yeah, I was like, you gotta appreciate the ones who are gone.
You stopped talking to say something.
No, I guess not. I guess not.
No,
Are you an American? You in America?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm over in Southern California.
Oh, okay. Never rains in Southern Cali. So, are there a lot of Californians who are for Harris or against, or are there somewhat in the middle? You being from Cali,
Who's Harris?
Kamala Harris.
Yeah. We're more red.
Really?
Yeah.
In Cali? Well, you're in Southern Cali, though, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think the politicians are all blue, but the people are red.
Really? Yeah, they just turned down that reparations bill. What you think about that?
Reparations.
They California just had a bill and they just turned it down for reparations. You didn't hear about that?
More detail.
I guess they were going to vote on reparations, and I mean, because I haven't really dug into the story. I think the Democrats, but I'm sure it was Republicans too. But they denied the bill or shot down the bill.
Oh, that's good.
That's good. That's
so stupid.
You don't think reparations is deserved
Reparations for who?
for African Americans, descendants of African American slaves?
What does reparations mean?
Huh?
What does reparations mean?
Paying back for something that's owed to them.
Oh, that's the topic I'm staying away from.
Okay. We'll move on to the next. Hey, Kenneth, I respect the answer, brother. I respect your answer. What you say? That's not for me. I have no idea. I ain't got no dog in that fight. Then I ain't got no dog in that fight. I feel you.
I think that's the best thing I put up there is that cat. You don't know who I am or what I'm saying. I can be anybody.
Yeah. So why not just tell how you feel if you could be anybody, man? Why not just express how you feel? No, I dig what you're saying. But do you think social media is good or bad for us now?
Social media?
Yeah, social media.
It's a good platform for entertainment. It's a good platform if you're skilled, you make money at it. Right. But if you're just having it'll keep a smile on your face. Right. You know what I mean? It'll keep you happy. You can express some your complaints if you have complaints.
A lot of people do. Don't you think a lot of people do that?
So you like stuff.
Say it for me again. On on TikTok there's 2 people, and on YouTube there's 3. We got 5 altogether. We're doing big numbers, buddy. Of course. I didn't used to have anybody on here, so 5 is a lot for me. So yeah, the journey of 1,000 steps starts with the first.
I surf, so I can talk about surfing,
Okay.
I still do surf a lot,
Okay.
surf big waves.
Okay.
These kids,
Big Kahuna?
they're like, they're catching mega air, that's crazy.
Right.
Every sport is overwhelming, They always go. I was like good as a girls now, Yeah, that's it. But the guys, the air they're catching at 360s is out of control.
Have you ever been? Is it I think a wave called the Big Kahuna or an area? Am I right, or I might be wrong about that?
The Big Kahuna I think that's a person.
Oh, that's a person. I thought it was. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like a surf tournament or something like that. I'm sorry.
No, I talk about a wave in Hawaii.
Oh, okay. I got you. All right. So you're not into politics too much either, then I take it?
No politics. No.
Okay, I dig it. So you just about living. Have you ever seen The Big Lebowski? So you almost like the dude? Have you ever seen The Big Lebowski?
No.
You never seen The Big Lebowski, and you from California? No. Oh man, that's very undue, man. That is very undue. No, you've never seen The Big Lebowski, and you from California? It's with Jeff Daniels. You don't know who Jeff Daniels is? I mean Jeff Bridges. I'm sorry, Jeff Bridges.
Oh yeah, Jeff Bridges.
Yeah. He played the dude, John Goodman, Steve Buscemi. It's about bowling. Oh my. No, that's Kingpin, but that's a good one too. Jim Jack, what's going on, man? Yeah, John Goodman. He was in the Big Lebowski. Yeah. But you've never seen? You don't watch movies?
Yeah, I watch movies a little bit.
Oh man. Okay. It might be. You got Netflix. It might be on Netflix. Kathy, how you doing? We getting a lot. Okay, it's 2 and 2. We tied up here. But it's a movie about bowling, and it's kind of like, you familiar with the Coen brothers?
Coen.
Kid, if I like you, man, you're a knowledge. You don't care about anything. No, never. I've never seen that. But the reason why I say that is because that's in the movie, man. Like, if you get a chance, man, watch The Big Lebowski, please, sir.
The Big Lebowski.
The Big Lebowski. If you got Netflix, it might be on Netflix. But it's a good movie, The Big Lebowski. Kingpin was good too, though. Kingpin was a great movie. Hey, when he was punching, when they had to fight in the parking lot.
He's pretty good.
Yeah, he was punching her in there, but it's not funny right now. I mean, it's funny because it's a comedy, but it's hilarious, guys.
So what do you think about Hollywood?
What do you mean? What do I think about it? It seems like it's about to be. It seems like it's about to be over.
It's about to be all over?
Yeah, it seems like it's coming. I mean, not in the sense of like movies are going to stop coming out, but it seems like a lot of more people are going independent route, especially with cameras and editing equipment now. You can pretty much shoot a movie without the studio and then distribute it now too. So I'm saying that's why I think they're kind of a dinosaur in a sense. No, I'm just. It's like the smaller guy has more acts. Hey, Aries, how you doing? I'm sorry, I'm talking on YouTube too. It's like the smaller. He said hello. Kenneth says hello too from TikTok.
You blast people's names, don't you?
Yeah. We always say hello to everybody. But it seems like it can be more independently done. So that's why I'm saying it seems like it's a way to. I want to say it's a way. It seems like it's an old meme now. Just like with NBC, like major broadcasting companies, like cable is gone. So But
I heard of Tom in that Tom. That's what he made. He had a Chinese. And since the studios are owned by the Chinese, he said, take it off, or we're going to blackball your movie in China. And it's still ranked over $2 billion in America.
Yeah.
He didn't take that time.
Excuse me a second. So, I'm still here. I just had to stand up and stretch real quick.
What's behind you? What's that thing behind you?
That is we on a background, and it's just a picture of it's just a picture of the president and everything that the pictures of their names and what they've done economically wise. It's a political statement, like Republicans are bad with money and Democrats are good. Nothing major. Hey, Aries. I just had to stretch for a minute, but go ahead. What were you saying now? About Hollywood?
You for something?
Huh?
You hear vape?
Did I what?
You vape?
No, I ain't hit my vape. I'm just stretching. Yeah. Hit my vape, man. Why would I want to vape? I'm old, man. You don't do that. Old dudes don't vape, man.
How old are you?
I'm 46.
59.
Okay. But I mean, I'm appreciative to be 46. I know a lot of people who didn't make it this far. So yeah. I wear it with a badge of honor every day. Yeah. But young people call me old now. It'll be funny, so I'm old now. But that's about it. So what brought you to TikTok today, buddy? Kenneth?
You did.
Get out of here, really?
Come on,
Hilarious. Huh? Conscious moron.
Oh, moron.
So some people just call me Conron. That's why I kind of have it. Conron. Yeah.
Oh, Conron.
Yeah. Some people just kind of call me Conron.
So this is what I do. I'm gonna go to your profile and some of your videos. Boost you.
All right, I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Do the same for me.
Yeah, definitely. As soon as I end the live, I definitely will share you out a couple of times too. Like I said, I'm definitely going because you are the first guest here. So you're my first guest, man. So I appreciate you pulling up.
You're my first time I did it.
Okay. All right.
Okay, we'll talk to you.
All right, man. Stay safe.
Okay, thank you for entertaining me.
Thank you for coming up. Thank you. I appreciate that for real.
So how do we get off?
I think. Let me. How do we get off? I think this is how. I think. Yep. There it is right now. All right, man. Be good. All right, that worked. All right, Mr. Kenneth Richardson. We have to remember this, guys. Kenneth Richardson was the first guest we had on our TikTok live. All right. We have our first guest, and this is like literally, I want to say, the 4th or 5th live on TikTok. All right. Roland, thank you so much for joining. Silver Fox, Labor First, thank you. Timothy, we're trying to, we're going to get the simulcasting down. We're just testing it out. We're working it out real quick. This is just a little bit. We need to get the TikTok better, but we're gonna. Let me see. My apologies, y'all. Let me catch up. Alex, Bleeper Joan, Aries. We're talking to the TikTok. YouTube folks right now. Alex, Aries, and yes, what's going on? I'm sorry, that's taking out all day. But thank y'all so much for joining us as well. We got a couple people in the house still. Thank y'all so much. And we were going to talk about. Excuse me. Dreamland. Oh, that was the thing. My first guest threw me off. Really, I wasn't expect a guest so fast. Thank you. I'm humble and honored. But we usually talk about politics here on my YouTube channel, but I think TikTok, we're gonna have to expand a little bit more. We can't just be talking about politics all the time. TikTok is definitely different than YouTube. I'm sorry, I'm reading the comments from the YouTube channel. A content creator that is here on YouTube unfortunately passed away maybe like a week ago, and he was always striving to get the $100 billion. And the gentleman just posted it in the video. We kind of all been playing off one another, remembering the great content creator that left us. And I actually put him on some of my TikTok videos. So if you see an old man with glasses saying some irrational things, that would be the gentleman. All right, shout out to RBR, rest in peace. He wanted all the black content creators to get this $100 billion. And since I'm simulcasting on YouTube and TikTok, Alex thought it would be appropriate to say that I'm getting at this money. And he's absolutely right. We're getting at this money. Getting at this money. But thank y'all so much. But you were on the YouTube side, we talk about politics. But on TikTok, guys, I don't think that's going to work. So I'm trying to figure out how can we crisscross these things. I would literally, what I've been thinking, the only thing I would literally have to almost bring like the hemisphere gender war in with the politics, but that's whoa. I don't know if I want to do that, but they are intertwined. They are intertwined. Yeah, we got to get this. So we're gonna be getting this money for RBO. Unfortunately, some bad things have happened on this channel. Yeah, that's a little sad, but that's another story. Well, we are going to end the TikTok live because I'm about to get into the politics, and I don't really know how the TikTok live go with politics. I'm still fresh with the videos. I got banged for like 3 or 4 videos the last couple of times, so I really want to be careful. But I want to thank y'all so much, and thank Kenneth Richardson. If you guys are on TikTok, please go and check out his channel. I'm going to check it out in a few seconds when I get off that live. And then we're going to be back. All right. Thank y'all so much for joining us. Y'all be good. Okay. Let's see, how long did we go? All right. 18 viewers. 18 viewers. Got to stand up again. Hold on, yeah. There you go. Let's see what this is. 34 minutes. Okay, so we went over the 30-minute mark on the TikTok. We can start talking about. Let me switch it up. I got this. I got this skit. I want to do, y'all. It's about being addicted to MAGA, being like an addict. And what y'all think about it? Never mind. I'm gonna just do it. And then I'm gonna run it past y'all and see what y'all say. All right. Maybe I would be kind of that. I would be kind of that. He surely would. Man, let me say something about this RBR situation. I might as well get to it. Get over it. I would. I don't want people to be upset. Part of me is I'm so conflicted because we kind of warned RPR, don't do that, man. Just leave it be, man. Like he should have just left it be, and it would still be. You know what I mean? So a part of me is like, well, hey, but you know, I'm sure people have clips, and that's how RBR will have to live on, unfortunately. But I know a lot of people are upset because Cyber has control of the channel. And I don't know what's going on. I don't know if he bought it. I mean, I have my suspicions. Yeah, that's never mind. But I mean, we're just going off the facts. He has control of the channel. I don't think he should keep the name if he didn't keep the content of RBR. I mean, he's got the viewers. I mean, I think once he changes the name and does his own thing, then I show him. But I don't know about keeping that name. That should stand alone. You shouldn't try and woo people in with that name. Man, I know he didn't. It's not black or white because he kept it going. He kept it going. What could have been stopped too. So, but did he keep it going so he could? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's all this stuff. But nevertheless. Yeah, hey, but that's what I'm saying. He could have, like, if I was him, I would have, man. Because think about it, people wanted to see it. I would have just been dropping them. I would have started dropping them, trying to get your channel monetized and make money off of it. Split it down the middle with his people, but that's me. But you know, you think so, huh, Alex? Yeah, hey, I can't say that you're right. I can't say that you're wrong. It's very, it's making me think of like probably never seen Friday, but it's part when they say dude was trying to say suspicious, but he couldn't say it. And he ended up saying it's making me think a lot, right? Yeah, that is gonna be the draining part. Like he's gonna have to do pre-recorded videos. If he's smart, I wouldn't try and do lives. I would just try and do pre-recorded videos with him because he's squished. And then and once he watch it, he'll see like, damn, I do talk fast. So I would do some pre-recorded videos if you watch it. But I mean, with the games to be sold, it ain't to be told. You know what I'm saying? The channel with. All right, but let's get back to politics. R.I.P. RBR. We're gonna move on. Get to not, but never forget, right? We're gonna move on, but never forget. We go keep doing it. But yeah, I got this. I want to get. I think I'm gonna really. We on Twitter. Let's see. Okay. I'm boring too, though. No, let me stop. I'm just sad that because I wanted some of the kind of like some of the back and forth between me and RBR just for purposes, but my own purposes. But from what I'm hearing, it's because you didn't see. Maybe he didn't. But when I was watching, he was deleting stuff. So I was like, wow, it's over. Like, you ain't go. Let me shut up, man. Let me shut up. Get out of here. Stop lying, Simo. That's what's up, man. Damn you, Simo, and yo, boy. You being a good person. I get the 80% of videos on my channel. Yeah. Art Vandalay says he does. I was trying to, but I mean, yeah, I didn't know if Simo was joking or not, man. Is Simo joking? But it sounded so, when I read it, it felt so sincere. Like he was being sincere, like I'm like, were you joking, Simo? Yeah, didn't it seem like it was sincere? We got 9 people in the building. Thank y'all so much for pulling up on us, man. Oh, see, Yeah, I told you, huh? Damn, see? You serious, bro? I guess, man, it might as well drop the link, right? Does anybody want to come up? Got 10 people. But what we did just do, guys, we just made history. We did TikTok and YouTube live. We had 2 people at the same time on both channels, guys. Just think when we get 200 and then 2,000 and then 200,000. That's all I want is 200,000 on 2 channels at twice the same time. But that don't matter, man. That don't matter how false flag, man. You know, I'll be always the crazy uncle. He was a crazy uncle. But yeah, that's admirable, Simo. I can't be mad at him. Yeah, that wouldn't be hard. But where'd you get it at? Washington State? What are you gonna do with that? Man, I don't know if he loved us now. I don't know if he loved us now. That's a little bit of a stretch there, pal. Loved us? I know he did. I know he didn't love. He might have loved y'all. He ain't love. Hey, are gonna call me more coons than oh my god than Daniel Boone in Kentucky pointing his finger. Oh my god. Oh my God, man. He loved to hate us. He was stink meter, but you gotta respect his stink meter. This he never switched up unless it was for that paper. Unless it was for that money. See, Mo, you're going to tell me it's questions. Yeah, that I was asking. What did he say? Oh, with your cousin, Pat. That's the only thing. Like, where would you get Osiris? What's going on, man? How you doing, brother? Appreciate the pull up. Um, yeah, what school you trying to get into, man? Like a college, a little school, not a little school, but a school there. I think he graduated, but it was just in communications. Yeah, it was in communications. But what's going on in these YouTube? What was we talking about? I'm sorry. I think Trump is about to come on with Hannity here in a show for you. So, let's see. Oh, no. What did our ventilator say? About what? All right, I'm gonna try. I mean, I know you got it. No, I believe that you got it. All right, I'm man. All right, I know you got it, bro. But I mean, if you want to come up, I'll definitely drop the link. Uh, there you go, Art. Probably. What is it? Hold on. He was talking about TikTok. I didn't know what was going on. See if I- You want me to show a few of them, Mark? I mean, I tell you what, he telling the truth, you know. He telling the truth. Yeah, he telling the truth, you know. You know the funny thing it look like. All right, you gonna trip out when I tell you. You know what this look like, man? It look like Army. You know, I used to have all of the ads say that's what it looked like. Army, I sent you a smile, Art. Yeah, he got it, man. Low battery. How you doing? Yeah, it's official, y'all. It's official. But we got like that's what I'm saying. We can't not too many people know, man. We just go hush this up, man. All right. Yes, the eye. God, it look- Hey, when you popped that, that's I was like, oh man, hey. So he lives on, all right. In our hearts and in our minds, RBR will live on, all right, y'all. Definitely will. And and then hopefully, if we ever need him, he'll come back and join us. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that, man. I wish I could tell y'all. Y'all get the joke because y'all have to. It like that. Oh my god, you should have seen it. Looked it like RBR would be weird as shit. Oh, I'm sorry, but let's hear what Trump say. We about to watch some of his town hall. My apologies, y'all. What other group is he talking about? I keep hearing this, man. That's what I'm hearing. You be talking about like the man was saying. People, they're always saying that to me. You people, that Americans, you people, it's not racial. You know what you mean? You saying you don't mean America? What's going on? Sir Ism in the building. Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, man. You people are. Seen yesterday at the Little Caesars. What is this? Come on. Yeah, yeah, you have it, brother. You absolutely. I ain't seen the rest of it, but sometimes you just got to know when to hold them, man. You got to know, especially in front of the young ones, man. Damn. But I'm assuming we've only seen a few seconds into the clip. You know what I mean? That ain't fair to the kids, man. Yes, did you see it? Oh, come on, man. It's a bad one right here, man. Wait. What is going on here? What the? Wait, hold on. We got to get some more kind. What happened? It was 8 people. Man, hold on. I'm tripping. Did I miss some, y'all? Hold on. Let me get to the chat. Did I miss some, y'all? Do we got to play that back? Can y'all hear me now? Oh, y'all couldn't hear. Oh. My apologies, y'all. My apologies. My apologies. We're gonna have to back, but like y'all gotta hear it. Then it's gonna be even crazy. I thought y'all could hear it. Let me shut my mouth.
Pero está yendo toda la gente.
Yeah.
Oh, está enfermo, muchacho. Vaya. Ya llegó la mamá.
I don't know what. You see what I'm saying? Y'all see why I was tripping now? Follow me now. Hold on, let me make. I gotta get the dual screen.
Yeah, what was that, yo? Let's see if we can read into it. See if we can get some context. Next to the other one on YouTube. I mean, on Instagram, we got a Steve. Ooh, it might be violent though. What did he do though? They never said what he did. Oh, right now. Let's see what they say he did. I mean, you know what I'm saying? What could he have possibly done? Okay. Into the, I think it's the lady scream, right? I have no idea. Yeah, nobody, cameraman, not cameraman at all. only on social media would somebody say that. Cameraman, not cameraman. Who is the stupid person screaming, creating more chaos? That's the one that should be arrested. She caught a little thug. Why the police bothering this man with his kids? Yes, man, that's crazy. Okay, I ain't tripping. For someone on Facebook, for someone who on Facebook who lives in the area and claims to have been there, I have no reason to doubt her. The Facebook user stated this man was a woman who appeared to be either very ill or intoxicated. He helped her to the bathroom and back to his children. He helped her to the bathroom and went back to his children. Other ladies from CC's Pizza went to the bathroom and found her. The commotion alerted him, and he went to help. He got her back to their table, and he said, "Lay here, head table," while the kids were continuing eating. And the police showed up because they were at the Domino's over something already when they got caught. Another commentator stated the woman was taken out of the restaurant video. First, the video starts after the police come back to talk to the man. Still not enough context to be good enough idea what's going on, but that's more than you can glean from the video. Yeah, you gave nothing. Nothing. The dude made the little dude cry. Yeah, nobody understood what was going on here. I don't know what's going on that YouTube. Malika Obama. Leave Malika Obama alone, y'all. Let her be great. Nate Silver, Liz J. Why is Malika Obama politicking? I mean, popping, trending in politics. It's hard to say. Nate Silver. Nate Silver is the dude. 580. I mean, the 580. They do polls. 530, 583 or something like that. But they do polls, political polls. As Malik Obama. What's this? I'm sure. Uh-oh. Oh my God, why is he trending? Who ain't even a man?
Who are you gonna vote for?
Mr. Trump?
Why Trump?
He built a fantastic business empire. I don't see why he can't do that for the country.
I hope he could. Who are you gonna vote for in this election?
Mr. Trump?
Why Trump?
He didn't do that.
He built.
He was wrong. He was wrong. This is Who? Exactly. Who? The funny thing is, he's probably doing this because he thinks it's going to get him popular with the Republicans. But as soon as the elections were, they're like, hell, the end of this month over, end of this week. They trying to throw anything at the wall to make it stick, brother. That's how desperate they are. But that's why I'm like, I know. And here you have the difference between white men and wedgie tennis and black men wedgie tennis. What's the difference? They both swing heads about. Oh yeah, let's see what she has to say about the shooting. Made a video on TikTok.
Believe in the promise of America, and that includes a topic we're going to discuss today, which is what I call an opportunity economy, building an opportunity economy. And my vision of an opportunity economy is one where everyone can compete and have a real chance to succeed, where everyone, regardless of who they are, where they start, can build wealth. We believe in the promise of America, and that includes a topic we're going to discuss today, which is what I call an opportunity economy, building an opportunity economy. And my vision of an opportunity economy is one where everyone can compete and have a real chance to succeed, where regardless of who they are, where they start.
Okay.
It's more than that, more than anybody had ever got. We got the most votes of anybody, of any sitting president in history. And he beat us by a whisker.
7 million.
It was a terrible thing. They used COVID to cheat.
If you lose by more than like 7 million in the popular vote, should you still win the presidency, even with the electoral college? Do you think you should still win the presidency? Like 7 million votes you lost by the popular votes. Like I could almost understand if it was like, if it was a neck and neck, then you know what I'm saying? Then we would go to that. But if you lose it by like 7 million in 5 minutes, that's a lot of people that want you, bro. That's way more than who wanted you. Those should be the determining factors. I was watching the gym, and he made a lot of sense. He was saying like when we talk about the electoral colleges, people say it's not unfair that California and New York would decide, but we're literally doing that now with Pennsylvania and Georgia, those 6, like we kind of doing that now. So what's the difference between California and New York and Georgia? Is it you think it's more independence there between? Nah, not really. You know what I mean? Like it's weird. So why wouldn't and this is what I never understood. If we're all Americans, don't all of our votes count no matter where we are in America? Is it California's fault that it has nice weather? It's big and plush. And a lot of people want to move here. That's not, as an American, that's not California's fault, and it shouldn't be penalized. Like if you know what I mean, it's just weird. Like it should be how I think it should go. It should almost be like, how would you describe it? Not a preliminary, but almost 3 or 4 races in a sense. Like you would start off with maybe like a group of 10 people. The first, you know what I'm saying, like 4 or 5 would have, you know what I'm saying, get a chance to go to the second round. And whoever makes it out of that second round, like out of the 3, you know what I'm saying, 3 maybe out of the second round, 1 more round decides who gets the most votes on that 3. Boom. You know what I'm saying? That seems logical, doesn't it? Like, why can't we do something like that? Like, we just vote 3 times. You know what I'm saying? A primary, you know, a primary and a general. Do it like that. Like, but no, America wants to make it all complicated. And that way, the popular vote and electoral, I mean, you know what I'm saying? We eliminate the electoral college vote because it's literally based on popularity. You did? But you know, what do I know? I'm just a moron. But if you like that idea, please hit the like button. Kamala is the first Indian American woman in the Senate. What you mean she's not a black woman? Her father doesn't make her black. So Bob Marley isn't black because his father's white. We going with RBR logic, man. She's more black than white. But would you agree to that, Alex? So what you think? She's Irish and Jamaican? Hindu and Indian and Jamaican? That's still black, bro. That's still black. It's just a different flavor. It's just a different flavor of black, man. We don't eliminate the electoral college because the candidates will never campaign outside of New York. Now, of course they will, man. Of course they will. Of course they will. Of course they will. Because New York and they ain't gonna determine it. They're gonna say, especially with Texas now, they're gonna have to go to Texas. And definitely down here in the South. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't really vote like that. For real. You got to think, man. It's 300 people. Let's just cut it off at 300 people. It's 300 people in the country right now, right? And Trump got 70 million. And Biden got 81, so that's only 150 million. That's only half of the country, man. So there ain't a lot of people now. If we made it mandatory that people had to vote in order to get benefits here for the government, that might be something different. Like we have to incentivize voting. And excuse me, and I don't mean incentivize it, but you know, excuse me. I had a Budweiser earlier. Excuse me, pardon me. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, it's almost half and half, though. You got to think about it. If Trump got 70 million, Biden got 80 million, that's 150. And we saying it's 3 years, so it's probably a little bit more because it's supposed to be, I think, between 310 and 320 Americans, right? In America, Americans here in America. For those who missed it. Thank you. Thank you. I graduated by default. I graduated by default. I graduated by default. But yeah, you're right. Also, only half of the country really votes, man. But the funny thing about that, every election, more and more people vote. So it might be 200 million that vote this time. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going, but I don't know. That's a good question. We're gonna have to remember this conversation to see how many people voted in this here election. The one thing is we gotta start voting in every election, especially black men. Black men, you gotta start voting every election. Even me, especially me. I gotta start talking like I walk it. All right. Looking at the next election. We are already focusing in on the next election. We need to that's how we gotta start thinking. Like, you know what I'm saying? 3/4 of the way when this election is almost over, we got to start looking to the next election. You got to, man. You got to. Let's see if Hannity is live yet. I wasn't even watching it. Mo is live. Don't go to a stream. No, I'm messing with you, Coach. How you gonna do a stream when I'm doing a stream, Mo? No, Mo is a great content creator. I used to call Mo the RBR, though, right? Without the crazy. You ain't supposed to go there. Still ain't left. Dang. Man. I don't gotta worry about this. Let's take this off. Hold on a second. That's what's throwing me off. Let this out. Okay, we're getting it together. We get that's what okay. That's for slowing everything down. Okay, we have to get that out of there. Trying to see if this town hall has started. I don't think it is. I think it started right at 9. We're gonna stroll on over here to YouTube. California Black Caucus refuses to vote on reparations bill. Hey, yo, see what's the deal with that one? Like, are they trying to look? Because I can you share with the class a little bit? Is Simo still in the building? Oh, they got my man. Oh, good. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That Benny Johnson. Wait a second, yo. We're gonna have to go to this story. Real quick. This dude. Oh man, I literally just did a. Oh man, I just did about this dude. Ooh, fair use. Okay, guys, who's supposed to be getting paid off this? Who was supposed to be getting?
So an actual Russian plant thought that Tucker Carlson shilling for Russia was even too much. This is crazy. All right, this is a bombshell story in every sense of the word. We just received breaking news that some of the largest right-wing influencers in the conservative media sphere have been being paid off by the Kremlin to spread disinformation online and to promote Donald Trump as the presidential candidate that people should vote for. Now, we've been joking about it for a while, saying that all right-wing influencers are paid by Russia, but now we have an actual CBS News article titled, U.S. says Russia funded media company that paid right-wing influencers millions for videos. And this is a topic that I'm passionate about because Russian disinformation is so insidious, but it's also invisible. It's everywhere on social media. They are trying to spread misogyny, racism, anti-Semitism, Islamophobia. They're trying to divide everybody in America as much as they can, because think about it. Vladimir Putin only benefits from Donald Trump and the right-wing sycophants below him, the influencers and politicians, spreading misinformation and sowing distrust in our institutions, making all of the citizens think that it doesn't matter if you vote, everything is rigged, the courts are rigged, Judge Merchan's daughter is rigged. Sounds familiar, right? This article reads, 2 Russian nationals working for a news network controlled by Vladimir Putin's government funneled millions of dollars to an American media company that paid right-wing influencers for videos pushing narratives favorable to the Kremlin, U.S. prosecutors alleged on Wednesday. And this actually makes me mad because these right-wing influencers, you will recognize, we have talked about them many times before. I would argue that they led directly to millions of Americans being informed, and those millions of Americans led to Speaker of the House Mike Johnson waiting months and months and months to give aid to Ukraine, therefore actually killing Ukrainian citizens in the process. So these people have killed Ukrainian citizens. We have Benny Johnson, one of the worst people possible. Well, first, let me read this tweet. Breaking: Kremlin agents in the U.S. with millions of Twitter followers were paid $10 million by Russia to spread disinformation and rally support for convicted felon Trump on social media per indictment unsealed by the Department of Justice. Again, a breaking story. Please leave a like, leave a comment, and watch till the end to help boost this in the YouTube algorithm. Tenet Media is based in Tennessee, and it employs Benny Johnson, the dude who debates people and is just very, very bad faith. Tim Pool.
Look, I knew it was Tim Pool. I don't know who Laura Southern is. But why would this be fake? The indictments aren't fake. The indictments aren't fake.
Beanie guy who has interviewed Donald Trump before. This man never takes off his beanie. He constantly has it on. And remember a few minutes ago when I said that these people just exist to sow distrust, to make sure that American citizens are confused. This is what Tim Pool's Twitter feed looked like in 2022 or 2020 through 2022. Now, Tim Pool says that Democrats are divisive. Democrats sow distrust trust, but he has said, you are in a civil war. Civil war. It's going to escalate to a civil war. He says civil war over and over and over, and it only makes sense that he's being paid by the Kremlin, because what do you think it does to people online when you constantly, over and over, say there is a civil war coming, but the story only gets crazier? People like Dave Rubin, who works for the Daily Wire, has been taking money from the Kremlin, and Lauren Southern. Now let's read this article. An indictment unsealed in the Southern District of New York charged Konstantin Kalashnikov and Elena Afanasvaya, both based in...
Let me ask you a question, Foster. If the Democrats are so good at being so bad in this country, why wouldn't we want them running the country so they can treat other people, other countries this bad? Like, think about it. Donald Trump had Hunter Biden's lifetime, and he couldn't even get a crack charge on him. But Obama mysteriously can get a Russian dossier on Donald Trump with piss and everything involved in it. I would rather the bad guys being in charge than the weak guy. Wouldn't you? The show, you know what I'm saying? Like, Donald Trump can't make nothing happen in politics, and Obama can make something out of nothing. That's why we kind of be like that's that white privilege, yo. That's that white privilege kicking in, and there's no disrespect to Alex Beeper Jones or anything like that, or any, you know what I'm saying, my white brethren. I was thinking about this earlier because I went on this dude's show and I went off on a tangent. But just the low expectations that Donald Trump can just have, and the expectations that y'all put on people who look like me. I don't know what color you are, even yourself, though. You could probably put those expectations on yourself and other black people, that we must be greater than ever. We can't be any other way but straight. And you know what I'm saying? Just that type of thing. Where, you know what I'm saying? Donald Trump can piss on himself several times and you'll laugh at him. And it's funny. But, you know, never mind. But let's continue. I'm sorry.
Based in Moscow, with conspiracy to launder money and conspiracy to violate the Foreign Agents Registration Act. The indictment came as the Justice Department unveiled sprawling allegations accusing the Russian government of meddling in the 2024 elections. The two defendants worked for RT, a media outlet formerly known as Russia Today, that is funded and controlled by the Russian government. So, if we think about it, why do you think people like Tim Pool, people like Lauren Southern, people like Benny Johnson, Dave Rubin have been saying online that we need to stop funding Ukraine? They want to rescind, pull away any military equipment that we're sending overseas, and they promote this isolationist 1939 view where they want to make sure that we're not helping an ally abroad. This is a direct result of them being paid by Russia. And then I go to Trump rallies and I debate these Trump supporters on Russia, and they regurgitate stuff from Tim Pool's podcast, and I call it Russian disinformation. I have many times. I was actually right. I'm just feeling very vindicated right now. This article reads, federal indictment unsealed on Wednesday alleges that a Tennessee-based media company, Tenna Media, which played home to several prominent...
Sorry, my apologies, dude. I'm gonna let you speak in 1 second. But that's when I was talking on this gentleman's podcast earlier, and I was trying to, you know, say like, well, Trump, and even if we're going by American standards, you go to court. When you go to court, if you don't prove something, the cases, you're vindicated. You know what I'm saying? And if you do prove something, you're found liable, right, or guilty. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. And I'm saying Trump took 60 cases to court, and none of them went his way, and they still said I was lying. And they still said that the courts were lying. I'm like, even the court judges that Trump appointed, they were lying. Like, all these people are lying, but Trump isn't. That's why. Is it mostly pride, though? Do y'all think it's that? Do you think it's pride and I don't know what, but it's just a pride, or they just can't admit that they were wrong, that they were duped? What do y'all think it is? But damn it. Go ahead. This is Mother Jones, but this is kind of a left-leaning publication, so. They don't lie.
Right-leaning online commentators was secretly a Russian government-backed influence operation. The company is accused of receiving $10 million from employees of RT, a Russian state-backed media company, as part of a scheme to create and distribute content to U.S. audiences with hidden Russian government messaging, according to Attorney General Merrick Garland. Tenet Media worked with American conservative or heterodox media figures, including Dave Rubin, Benny Johnson, Tim Pool, and Lauren Southern, who variously present themselves as independent journalists, documentarians, and political commentators. They say they are crowdfunded when they're actually being funded by the Kremlin. Not all of them immediately commented on having been publicly linked to a foreign propaganda site, but Johnson soon tweeted that he and other influencers had been, quote, victims in this alleged scheme. That is wild. Trumpers are always victims. And the most disgusting part about all of this, we haven't even touched on the fact that they all run defense for Donald Trump and his attempts to overthrow U.S. democracy. We talked about him destabilizing people and making sure that people are not trusting our elections, but he genuinely tried to overthrow American democracy. He wants to shred, terminate our Constitution. He wants to make it so that people who burn the American flag go to jail, and he wants to subvert the will of the American people, become a king, and he's backed by these journalists. I'm not even going to call them journalists. I'm putting in quotes, who have been being paid by the Kremlin. It actually pisses me off to an extent. The indictment alleges that not everyone affiliated with Tenet was aware of the scheme, stating that founders 1 and 2 of the company knew the source of their funding. The founders of Tenet Media are Lauren Shen and her husband. These are also very popular right-wing influencers. Shen is a conservative influencer and YouTuber who's hosted a show on Blaze TV and who's affiliated with Turning Point USA. Now, would you guys be surprised if it came out that other people like Charlie Kirk, other people like Ben Shapiro are allegedly connected with Russia? I would not be. The indictment alleges that RT officials and founders 1 and 2, quote, also worked together to deceive 2 U.S. online commentators, commentator 1 and 2, who respectively have 2.4 and 1.3 million YouTube subscribers. Dave Rubin has 2.4, Spool has 1.3, but Benny Johnson, who said he was a victim, is not said as being deceived. The indictment indicates that even some of the people working at Tenet found their content heavy-handed. On February 15th of this year, Afanasya, using the name Helena Shudra, shared a video in a company Discord channel of what the indictment calls, quote, a well-known U.S. political commentator visiting a grocery store in Russia. While he's not named in the indictment, it clearly matches Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson is most likely being paid by Russia, and this only supports that, who toured a grocery store, declaring himself slack-jawed and wonder of how nice it was, how amazing it was over in Russia. By the way, this was after he interviewed Putin and said that we need to stop funding Ukraine. Quote, later that day, the indictment adds, Producer 1 privately messaged Founder 2 on Discord. They want me to post this, referencing the video that she posted, but it feels like overt shilling. Founder 2 replied that she thinks we should put it out there. Listen to this. So, an actual Russian plant thought Vladimir Putin's shilling for Russia was too heavy-handed. An actual Russian plant. That is too much for me to handle. Tenet's recent content on sites like YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok has been heavily larded with critical commentary about Kamala Harris. Conservative political commentator and documented plagiarist Benny Johnson, for instance, recently starred in a video about her, quote, empty words, and he was even outside the DNC. We had a page outside the DNC trying to trap Democrats. This is crazy. This is important. Make sure you leave a like. Make sure you subscribe. Peace out.
Meanwhile, left-leaning statisticians support, Governor Tim Walz, are now hiding in plain sight behind their teleprompter, short scripted events. Democrats are hoping that Kamala can win on vibes, phony proclamations of joy, and even phonier proclamations of freedom. But in reality, the vibes haven't been the same since Donald Trump left office. Let's look at the facts. Under the former president, Americans had more money, less debt. Housing was more affordable. Food, clothing, insurance, gas, everything was more affordable. Interest rates were at record lows. The world was a more peaceful place. The border of the country was secure. Americans were safe and secure in their towns and cities. So what happened to this country in the last 4 years under Joe Biden and Kamala Harris? And I asked this audience in Harrisburg, are you better off than you were 4 years ago today? Now, here to answer that question and many more, let's warm Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Welcome to the 45th President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Thank you. Beautiful. Hello, everybody. Hi, Sean. How are you, sir? Grab a seat. Grab a seat. Okay.
Get comfortable.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, David. Wow. Wow. Nice crowd. I would say it's a big crowd.
You know, I mentioned we had this terrible shooting in Georgia.
Right.
Our prayers are with friends in Georgia. And I've been doing town halls and interviews in public with you for all these years since you got into the political arena. And this audience, never before have restrictions been so tight, obviously after the assassination attempt as well. Director Ray said the threat level has never been this bad. He said it 5 consecutive times before Congress. What is going on?
Well, it's a sick and angry world for a lot of reasons. And we're going to make it better. We're going to heal our world. We're going to get rid of all these wars that are starting all over the place. And we're going to make it better. You know, Viktor Orban made a statement. They said, bring Trump and we won't have any problems. He was very wrong about that. So we're going to hopefully do very well. An election coming up, and actually, you know, they keep saying 60, but it starts in Delaware and North Carolina and other places a lot sooner than that. So we're going to be, I think we're going to be very well set up to do a great job. And do we love Pennsylvania? Do we love Let me ask you. Mr. President, let me ask you this. Between
This is a very tough interview.
One thing I'll say is that we did great in 2016. We did much better in 2020. We got millions of more votes. But there has never been enthusiasm we have now. I mean, I see it all over. And I hear the polls are very close. They have a little lead and a little. I just find it hard to believe because, first of all, they've been so bad. They've done such a bad job, but that's why the enthusiasm's so good. We never had anything to compare it by. You know, I ran and I didn't have anything at all. I just was a successful businessman. We did a good campaign, but the next time we had something special. We could talk about what we did. We never could imagine we'd have borders where 20 million people poured into our country. Many criminals from all over the world are coming into our country. They're coming from jails, not just South America, from all over the world. They're coming at levels that nobody's ever seen. They're coming from prisons. They're allowing prisoners to come out of all countries. They had almost 180 countries represented over the last number of months. 180. Most people don't know that you have that many countries. They're emptying their prisons and jails. They're emptying out their mental institutions and insane asylums. They're emptying out sickest people, and they're emptying all into the United States. And you said it better than anybody. More terrorists come into the United States in the last 3 years than I think probably 50 years. There's never been anything like it. These people are so bad. They're so dangerous. What they've done to our country is they're destroying our country, and we can't let this happen. If they won, you'd have not 20 million, you'll have 100 million people. You won't have Social Security, you won't have Medicare, you won't have any already. If you take a look at the numbers, they're filling up and loading up Social Security, Medicare with illegal immigrants that have come into our country, many of them from jails and many of them from very bad places. And we're not going to destroy our country, Sean.
Well, I'm going to play Kamala Harris and the comments that she has made about the border, because this is important. I want to play her in her own words about this. You're right. We have people, almost 11 million plus. We don't know how many gotaways there are. We have hundreds of known terrorists that have entered the country. We don't know what countries they've come from. We're allowing people in. They've come in from Iran, Syria, Egypt, Afghanistan, China, tens and tens of thousands, Russia, Venezuela. I don't think they're coming here because they want a better life, as maybe some other people are. And we know nothing about them. We haven't vetted them. I scroll the names often on this show of people that have been murdered, people that have been raped, people victims of violent crime. This is all happening by unvetted Harris, Biden, illegal immigrants. What is your, well, I can play your tape. I'll play that maybe after your answer, but what is your reaction to some of the families of lovers?
I said at the beginning, I said when they were going to have open borders, they want open borders. She wants open borders. Now she's like, oh, I think we'll close the borders. She was the border czar, whether you like it or not. But even if you don't want to use that term, she was in charge of the border. It's the worst border in the history of the world, not just here. There's never been a country that allowed 21 million people to come in over a 3-year period. There's been, and 21 million people, many of whom are from prisons, many of whom are murderers and drug dealers and child traffickers, and by the way, women traffickers. You know, women traffic is the biggest, and they're traffickers in women, and they're coming in now, and they're putting them in our Social Security accounts, and they're putting them in our Medicare. And just one thing, it's, if you take a look over the last week, I said it was going to happen, and it's happening. Because these people are tougher than our criminals. Our criminals are nice people by comparison. That's the only good thing. How nice our criminals are. They came from 20 people recently came from the Congo in Africa. Where do you come from? And what did you do? We refuse to say. We're letting everybody in. Take a look at Aurora in Colorado, where Venezuelans are taking over the whole town. They're taking over buildings, and the sheriff, who can blame them? I mean, they have 8 47s. You saw it the other day. They're knocking down doors and occupying apartments of people. The people are petrified, and it's getting worse and worse. You look at New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, and now you look at all over the place. Take a look at Iowa, Idaho, places that never had a problem. They're pouring in. 21 million people, bigger than New York, and we have to stop it. And we have to do the largest deportation in the history.
Let me play for you. And this is really a problem for the campaign, in my view, is early voting is about to start, and I don't know how many Americans are truly familiar with her positions of decriminalizing illegal immigration and free housing, healthcare, education. Tim wants free college education, legal driver's licenses.
I was so honored.
She wants a path to
His
citizenship.
brother endorsed me.
I saw it. His whole family.
I saw the picture. And honestly, it was a very nice looking family. But his brother endorsed me, and the family endorsed me. I said, "Who are all the people?" Let me tell you, there's something weird with that guy. He's a weird guy. JD, he's a solid rock. I happen to be a very solid rock. We're not weird. We're other things, perhaps, but we're not weird. He is a weird guy. He walks on the stage. There's something with that guy. And he called me weird. And then the fake news media picks it up. That was the word of the day. Weird, weird, weird. They're all going, but we're not weird guys. We're very solid people that want our country to be great. I mean, it's very simple.
On the issue of immigration.
This whole thing with the border, we've been to the border. We've been to the border.
You haven't been to the border.
And I haven't been to Europe. And I don't understand the point that you're making.
You support giving universal health care, Medicare for all to people who are in this country illegally?
Let me just very
Ain't shit going on out here like that.
If you watch the rest of that video, Big Bro break it down. Ain't nothing going on in the war. It's nothing but propaganda. Stop being so fooled, y'all.
Follow right now. That's a rover police.
Hold on. Yeah. But he literally is out there in a row.
Well, let me just talk about how I'm
Okay. Wait. I know what's going on. Okay. There we go. Then we gotta tap that one. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, okay. My apologies. But yeah, Alex, trust me, man. Nothing's going on there. It's just looking like this. Hold on a second. Okay. Just making sure everything is right because it looked weird on my end. All scratched together. Oh.
and the work it is doing, and we need to probably think about starting from scratch.
So, And now she wants to offer a path to citizenship, which by any definition would be amnesty. Your reaction?
But, well, before you even start with that, of course it's ridiculous. You can't do it. No country could sustain this, but she wants no fracking in Pennsylvania. She wants no fracking. And she said it 100 times. There will be no fracking. There will be no fracking. There will be no fracking. Then just recently she said, yes, I could approve fracking.
And the
Look,
mayor of Colorado.
this is a woman who is dangerous.
He said that. He
I
didn't
don't
say
think too smart.
it was
Let's see. But she loses her train of thought a lot. She goes, that's why she doesn't do interviews. Can you imagine her doing an interview like this?
Because he's just babbling. But I did a video with the mayor of Denver and the mayor of Aurora, because Aurora is like a suburb of Denver. You know what I'm saying? Wayne's World, as spoiled rich white kids. Yeah. That type of vibe. But the mayor of Aurora said that they're isolated incident, but for them to be taking over whole apartment buildings and complexes, nobody in this, no gang is doing that in the city like that. And all other gangs are being just as thoroughly investigated, if not more. And he was literally saying like they need more people's help to identify these Venezuelan gangs if there is such a big cause like that. And then the call, even the call that they had it in Chicago, it was just a 911 call. No, they said that there were 32 Venezuelan people in the yard with guns and motorcycles in Chicago on the south side, man. Like this should, for real, that should have been the ultimate message to black men. I'm gonna try and run. We're gonna have to find out. Now that you said that, I got mad. We were supposed to do, but that's I didn't see the conference, man. And Alex, you got your wrench, man. Drop the conference in the chat. We'll watch it and we'll review it. That's good. No, you are mistaken about robbing a store. Not in Aurora. I seen that the jewelry video. That was months earlier, and I think that was in Indiana. If you're talking about the jewelry store. But I'm just saying, Alex, for like gangs, like especially, you know what I'm saying, in black neighborhoods, man. In black neighborhoods, a Venezuelan gang in Chicago, like the roughest, toughest gang. That's what they're literally saying to these black men out here. I hope these black men wake up and hear it. Like these gangs just coming in, they taking over your territory. We're at home, we ain't gonna show you. We just gonna tell you. We just gonna tell you, man. As we're waiting on Alex. We ain't gonna find a conference and listen to this dude.
This or like any of them. I mean, she did an interview with Dana Bash on CNN, and I have to tell you, Dana Bash did the debate with Joe Biden with I used to call him Fake Tapper, but I don't do that anymore. You know why? Because he was very honorable, and so was she. And I thought that she would give an interview based on the debate because she was fair. I was surprised, to be honest with you. I didn't expect that, but she was fair. I thought,
oh my God.
Well, I don't think he did too well. A friend of mine said, you shouldn't have done the interview. He's not going to make it. And you know what? Make it. Think of this. It's very unfair in a lot of ways. I complain about it, but she ran against him in the primary. She got no votes, and she was the first to leave. 20 or something like that. And she dropped. She was down nothing. Never even made Iowa, and he got 14 million votes, and they threw him out. They said, "We want you out." And he wasn't going to win, I don't think. I don't think he was going to win, but we did a good debate. We had a good debate, and it was a fair debate.
Oh, boy.
And he was down like 18 or 19 points after the debate.
Ain't told nobody.
And I hate mosquitoes. Surprised I didn't think we had. We don't like those mosquitoes around. We want nothing to do with them. But want nothing to do with bad politicians that hate our country too. But they went to him and they said, we want you out, you're not going to win. And it was really a coup when you think about it. And the woman who came in, the person that came in last, I mean, she came in last. She was the first one out of all the people. You had many people that did pretty well, but actually close at the end. And then in South Carolina, and by the way, New Hampshire was so badly hit by the Democrat Party and by Joe Biden and her. I can't imagine New Hampshire voting for him. Anybody in New Hampshire, because watching right now, but anybody in New Hampshire that votes for Biden and Kamala, I call her a comrade, Kamala, because that's what her ideology is. But you know that she did something after decades and decades and decades. It was Iowa, the first two, Iowa and New Hampshire. And that's the way he thought people was going to be. He didn't want to go to New Hampshire. He didn't want to play the New Hampshire game. And she went to a different state. We won't mention. It's a great state. I won it by a lot. I love that state. But he dumped New Hampshire. And I said to people today, who the hell from New Hampshire would vote for this guy? He changed the whole primary system. He changed the whole system because he took them out of the order. I think it's going to have a big effect. We really want to win New Hampshire. I've done there, and we really want to win New Hampshire.
Let me go back to the issue, and it's a big issue in the state of Pennsylvania. And you mentioned, and let me just tell the audience so everybody is fully aware, is that tonight Fox offered a debate opportunity between you and Kamala Harris, and I was not going to be here, but it was going to be Brett and Martha.
This was supposed to be a debate.
Right. So
I would have preferred. I think he's a nice guy, but I would have preferred a debate.
Thanks a lot.
But this is the best we could do, Sean.
Don't let Rob ruin the party.
No, but there's a big issue in this state is the issue of banning fracking. Now, in that, I thought it was a horrible interview and a missed opportunity. You know, for 16 minutes, spoke for 16 minutes and 29 seconds. In that whole interview, the only interview, you and J.D. Vance have done, this is your 36th interview or press conference between the two of you. We don't know if she supports the New Deal she co-sponsored with Bernie Sanders that would cost $90 trillion. We don't know if she stands by that. We don't know if she supports Medicare for All that would eliminate all private health insurance. We don't know if she would really ban fracking. Now, in the CNN interview, she said, well, I said in 2020 that, I would not ban fracking. CNN had to fact check her and say, no, she never said it. What she really said.
Will you commit to implement a federal ban on fracking your first day in office, adding the United States to the list of countries who have banned this devastating practice?
There's no question I'm in favor of banning fracking. So, yeah. So would you ban more drilling? Yes. And I've, again, worked on that.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, you're a better businessman than I am. Isn't energy, fracking, oil, the lifeblood of the world's economy?
So, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania cannot even take a chance because that's the real opinion from her. Now, the whole country would go down the tubes if you didn't do the fossil fuel thing. It just wouldn't go. And you can do all sorts of things, but Germany tried it and it lasted for about 9 months, and they were going to go down the tubes entirely, and somebody else came in, and I hate to say they're building a coal plant every single week, and they're building nuclear, and they're doing a lot of things. It's never worked. It never will work. But Pennsylvania can't take a chance. That answer is true. But she's been there for 20 years. That's what she's been saying for a long time. And she will do that. There's no chance that she's going to allow it. The election will take place. If she won, you're not going to have any fracking in Pennsylvania. You have 500,000 jobs. Think of that. It's your biggest business. And you get a big majority of your income from fracking. Of somebody that's not going to allow fracking. She's not going to allow it. You can't take the chance You have no choice. You've got to vote for me. You've got to vote.
And I'm not
Even if you like me.
that.
You know?
I'm nothing for that.
It's
Lifetime.
no, but even if you like me,
I
you
got
can
moments.
sit there and say, I can't stand that guy, but there's no way I'm vote for her. Now, you have to have fracking. You know, you're the best in the country for this. You have two of the biggest sites in the world. It's a massive business for Pennsylvania, and you can't take. She will not allow fracking. She's not going to, and she's got a lot of other problems. But for your particular,
Mr. President,
for the Commonwealth, you have no choice
if I may,
but to allow
He's
it.
not the president.
16 minutes and 30 seconds are up. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you very much.
The president has spoken for a total of 16 minutes and 30 seconds.
I'll say something else real quick because we got a break. If you watch that interview, she had notes. That means she knew the questions, and she had notes. She kept looking down, up, no. I know all about notes. I mean, you know, it's all people know that, but she wasn't supposed to have notes. So she's after she looks down, she keeps on. She had notes. That means she
Well, I
knew
got a
what was
question about
happening.
that. Did her campaign, when they said they wanted to change the rules that they had agreed to, did they ask for notes? Did they ask for the?
They wanted notes.
They wanted to be.
They wanted notes.
They wanted your mic hot.
They wanted a desk. They didn't want to do. I said, got to do a stand.
After they already agreed to the other.
Yeah, but they wanted it from the beginning. You know who else wanted a desk? Sleepy Joe. He wanted it.
All right, we got to take a break. More with President Trump. We are in Harris, Pennsylvania.
It's a commercial. Wow, can you that? That is beautiful. That's so beautiful. Okay, I will mute the commercials, and then when the commercial's over, I'll right back to it. Thank you, moderators, every one of you. Ron, my mods will I'm sorry, Ron.
Listen to him.
Sorry, guy.
Sorry, man.
Okay. See what else? The comments are so good, guys. I like it, you know. You said yeah, number one, Fur Baby, Chicago Lady, Rich. It's good to see you, y'all. You said I see, yeah. I'm live too. We can do a team.
That's the hope. Exactly. Fucking. About to take my mark. All right, we're gonna come back because the town hall ain't talking about nothing.
Meeting.
You say they chased off the property owners. Who are they?
Oh, I think it was gang members at some level. You know, the criminal elements are banded together. I think that in terms of my briefing for law enforcement, what they told me is that, you know, sadly, there's so much criminality in Venezuela, and that it seems that in some of those criminal elements have come up here, and that, for instance, Venezuela does not cooperate with the United States with our immigration services when it comes to sharing criminal histories. It's difficult to vet people at the border. Obviously, I don't like the policies at the border, but that it seems like whenever, you know, the pattern here in these properties is that when you have a concentration of Venezuelan migrants, it seems to be a target-rich environment for a criminal element to come in and to exploit them. And so it seems that when, you know, as we obviously right now we're just trying to resolve the situation, but once resolved, we want to step back and say, how do we get here? I mean, how is it we got here? The city of Aurora chose not to be involved in the migrant crisis. I mean, we didn't with it. We didn't feel it. You know, this was a policy problem at the border. It needed to be resolved by the federal government. It's a federal problem, so we chose not to expend our own resources on it, you know, despite requests from the Denver mayor. And we chose not to be a conduit for federal or state, you know, resources coming down. But what I believe happened, but we haven't confirmed this yet, is that the owner potentially working with some nonprofits who were receiving state and federal dollars to help migrants, placed them there in a concentrated way that created a problem.
That is unconfirmed.
That is not confirmed yet.
Have you been able to confirm any Tren de Aragua activity within those complexes?
I think the view is kind of mixed on that. Quite frankly, that part is not relevant to me. Now, the DEA has confirmed to me that there are Tren de Aragua elements that are involved in fentanyl distribution in and around this area. That is of deep concern to me. But I think whenever you have organized crime, it's organized crime, and it has to be dealt with accordingly. And so we have, whether it's few criminal bandits coming together, or whether it's you know, Tren de Aragua, what matters is crime is being committed and these people are being exploited.
Since it's not confirmed, we can't say how prevalent or how widespread the activity of the DEA might be in Aurora, correct?
I don't think we know at this time. I mean, I think the only confirmation that I received is really from DEA, you know, and that involved in the distribution of fentanyl.
Is there a reason why it's tricky to confirm their presence? I know a lot of people have already jumped to that conclusion on social media. Is there a reason why it's hard to confirm that?
I don't know. I think people are excited about that. Oh, it's a transnational gang. And, you know, I'm obviously concerned about it, but, you know, quite frankly, to me personally, what matters is we get these people off the street in whatever affiliation they have. They're bad. I need them off the street.
Do we know if there have been any threats, locals or residents that relate to these apartment complexes?
Yeah, we there have been. She wanted to stay there. I mean, they had complaints. Of course, helped that they weren't paying rent. Probably made attractive. Of course, they gave a lot of explanation as to why they weren't paying rent. In the property management there, that there was a phone number there left in the door. Then they called the phone number, but nobody answered. So, but because I thought that the people who were the so-called gang members were extracting the rent from them, but the people that came up to me, that was not the case. Yes, so I mean, it was a little hot, relatively nice weather, so people were kind of hanging out outside. And then I thought that people would be shy about talking to me with the police officers around me, and no, they came right up. And as some came up, then more came up, then more came up, and their children were with them. And it was, you know, the concern wanted to stay there, but they wanted the place maintained.
You won't find confidence on any list of SUV features, but one brand has it in spades, backed with a 10-year, 100,000-mile.
I got 40,000.
And they have an agenda. They've never played Kamala in their own words, so radical statements or extreme statements, I think dangerous statements. And I just think that if we're talking about the border, all these 11 million, it was all preventable. I think on the economy, if you had sound economic policy, you handed off 1.4% inflation, we'd be doing better in the economy. We'd be energy dominant by now because we were on a path towards energy dominance. We wouldn't. Iran was in check. You had them on the verge of bankruptcy. You had a relationship with North Korea and the mullahs.
But nobody was tougher with Russia than me. I shut down the biggest pipeline in the world that Russia was building. It was called Stream 2. Nobody ever heard of it. And I said, no way. I said to Germany, there's no way we're going to protect you with NATO and billions of dollars protecting Europe, and you guys are going to be buying oil from the person and the group that we're protecting you from. And I shut it down. 100% shut down. And then this pathetic person comes in and he immediately approves it, but he shut the Keystone XL pipeline, our pipeline. So, and the head of that union, by the way, the pipe fitters, the pipeline union, the head of that union nominated and was a big deal in the Biden campaign, and he endorsed him. And those people, 48,000 people lost their jobs. It was all approved. I got it approved. Obama rejected it. I approved it. It was starting. They spent billions of dollars also, and they rejected it. It would have been fantastic for us, including the 48,000 jobs. And what he did, he let Russia build the pipeline that I had. It was totally stopped. Going to Germany and other countries, think of it, protect them from Russia, and yet they pay Russia billions of dollars. Does it make sense? So I was toughest on Russia. Putin would even say, you know, if you're not the toughest guy, you're killing us. I'd hate to see you if you're really tough. This was the biggest job they've ever had. And I said, and you know what? Russia would have been fine. China would have been fine. China was fine. China paid us hundreds of billions of dollars in taxes and tariffs. I mean, under no other president, and I mean right from the beginning, they paid 10 cents.
You know, we're going to get to audience questions. I do have a question as we go to break. And I think this should be a question asked in every presidential election. Ask the people here in Harrisburg, are you better off than you were 4 years ago? Okay. When we come back, more former President Trump. We're in Harrisburg, PA.
We campaign. So 2 weeks from yesterday, that t-shirt and that hat, that is the Flex Fit Geeks and Gamers 199 hat. So that's the Geeks and Gamers.
Reserve now to experience Chihuly this fall at Biltmore.
We are Ladita Farms, and we are County.
That buses in people
to
her rallies. Kamala Harris does bust in people to her rallies. We actually have that provably today. Look at this. Look at this. So we've been talking about this for a week now. People came for us on X because we said Kamala Harris is fake, that her support is fake, and that these people. This all started with her Las Vegas rally, and in her Las Vegas rally, I had a little birdie that told me in the Vegas rally and in the Arizona rally, because we had people working the rallies, right? People that were there that were on staff. And they told us, you would not believe the number of buses that showed up from LA bringing people to Kamala Harris, bring people to Kamala's rally. And so we said, no, busing people in. And everyone came, came for us, tried to fact check us and everything like that. No, this is like stand by our sources. Lo and behold, today, Kamala Harris is in New Hampshire. Today, this is a video that comes out of New Hampshire of what do we have here? Little old New Hampshire. Kamala busing in. Look at that. From Massachusetts. Yankee, huh? Amazing. So she's literally shoving them onto Yankee buses and sending them in. The line goes on and on and on.
That'll fuck. Taking them to the.
So this is what Kamala Harris needed in New Hampshire today. Along with, I guess, a very big limousine there. Kamala Harris needed in New Hampshire. Why is Kamala Harris even in New Hampshire? Panic. What panic? The entire campaign. The major reporting out tonight is the Kamala Harris campaign is in the full stage meltdown because they are losing. We'll show them.
Wait, they literally just started the campaign less than, I don't even think it's been 2 months. They got to do it within 4 months. The whole campaign. Like, they're going to be a little panicky. But if they win, then what? Then you got to give them credit. You have to give them credit. No matter what, how panicky they were. It paid off. But we're going to get up out of here. But him and Tim Pool, they still sucking. Ugh. All right, something's going on. What's going on? I'm sorry. Let me get back to Streamlab. RG, what's going on? I appreciate the pull up. Guess everybody went to cyber and abandoned me. Not really. It's like it's not really. I'm sorry. Let me get back to it. I just want coming back. Hey, how you doing? There we go. It's always somebody. It's always at the darkest moment. It's a light. Hope all is well with you. Just chilling. Just chilling. Just chilling. I think everybody's over at RBR's. Stream. I kind of talked my piece on that. We won't be saying anything else about that. But, it's okay. We were just strolling as wow. This dude is crazy. That's what this says. Listen in. Okay.
September 10th, she gets curb stopped in the debate. Watch out for what happens in September 11th and on. What we're seeing in Aurora and Philly and Chicago might just be a dry run.
What did they tell?
They may get these people activated, and who knows? So
it's the conspiracies, man. It's just too much. Wow. Black man, y'all gotta stop falling for these easy conspiracies, man. Have to, dude. Like, it's really like seriously, they know. They're like, unfortunately, let's say politics is a chess game. Black man will be the pawns, and then chess, a pawn can become a queen or any piece once it reaches a certain plateau besides king. But we ain't, you know what I'm saying? We the pawns in the game. Like, literally, don't remember. I'm not saying be mad at it. Just let's accept it and play up, and then play the position. Not play our part, but play the position, and then operate and maneuver to becoming a piece where we can become anything. But right now, we are at the pawn stage. We can be even by Black women. We can, in a sense, be played because we have no political muster. We have no political weight in the game. Like, we're novice. You know how you play video games and say novice, amateur, beginner, starter. easy mode. And not that it's bad, but we just getting into it, and you can't get into it during presidential campaigns because it's almost like this would be the not the playoffs, but this would be the finals in a sense. And like the Senate races and the local races, that's the, you know what I'm saying? How do I say it? The conferences, you know what I mean, y'all. Which sport are we talking about? It's the playoffs, and then it's the I'm not brain for it. You know what I'm saying? The conference games. You know, what is it called, man? The NFC conference. You know what I'm talking about. But that's what, like, I'm just saying the presidential election is the big boy. It's and not saying that the big boy doesn't have power. He does have sweeping power, but it takes a while for his power to affect you like that. Like, but on those local elections, that's when those are like jab blows. Maybe I could say it like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? The Senate races, those are like jabs. You're setting up that knockout hit, which would be your president, your senators, you know what I'm saying? Your federal things. You know what I'm saying? That's that major league. You know what I'm saying? So maybe we could say it like that. Like that, the federal game is the major leagues. And the local state, those will be the minor leagues. You know what I'm saying? And you kind of have to build your way up. Even Barack Obama, he didn't start off as president of the United States. Like, you know what I'm saying? He went from public speaker to Senate. I mean, you know, councilman, and I think state senator. I mean, local. You know what I'm saying? But one does not fly into flying. First, one must learn how to crawl, then walk. So that type of feeling. But I'm babbling. Perfect time, right? You know what I'm saying? As the beautiful lady has stated, local is the only level that shows promise. Upper level is mob rule. The mob makes the rules. And you know, we kind of got to live in that system. She's absolutely right. But it's not like, and the mob will only come if they feel like you're breaking the rules. But if you know how to maneuver with the rules, then you're not really breaking them. And that's the whole kind of thing. But okay, we've been on for 2 hours. Starting to get dry mouth. I shouldn't have drunk that beer. Okay, that's a lesson learned. Don't drink beer on the live. But we are gonna get out of here. I have no music playing either. Gotta do better. But we did do a live stream on TikTok and a live stream on YouTube. So big shout out to everybody who took part in that. Small increments. Check out what link? You put a link? Check out my link, yeah. But I think it's gonna have to be in small increments and all, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to say at one time, but you're gonna have to organize first. And then hit them all, and you know what I'm saying? Distinctive spots. Damn it, I can't. Hold on. Nope. Oh, I can, Miss RBR taught me well. Always keep your channel go. Always keep your channel up. Check them stats. Check them stats. Uh-oh. We got another one. We were just talking about the mayor was just talking. And I know this dude too. Should we keep the stream?
So I just want to clarify one question. Solo quiero clarificar una cuestión. Los trenes de Veraguas están aquí en Colorado.
Sí, hay bastante.
A bullet right here? So right here where we're standing, is this where the Venezuelans came with the gun and they started pointing out the people in the video that we saw on the internet? And right here in this window, it's obvious that a bullet was shot right through there. So do you believe that gang activity is actually happening here? I'm standing here in Denver, Colorado, and here dangerous Venezuelan gangs such as Tren de Araguas have allegedly started to overtake apartment complexes and extort the people. These gangs are extremely dangerous and it's extremely frightening to have arrived here, not just only in Denver, but they have also arrived in cities like New York City, Chicago, and other sanctuary states and cities in America. And you may be wondering how we got to this point in the United States where Venezuelan gangs are actually committing crimes such as extorting and attacking police officers like they did in New York City. But we all know that over the past couple of years, millions of migrants have entered the United States. A large majority of those migrants are good people seeking for a better life, but we also have many people that have came here to cause harm. As a large group of those migrants coming across the border, military age men that have came over here all by themselves. And now, with Venezuela being the safest it's ever been, many people believe that their gangs and their prisons were let out of Venezuela to come here, and now they are selling themselves as they have shown in videos on the internet, and as they have now started extorting specifically here in this area of Denver, Colorado. And today we are going into these locations where the Venezuelan gangs have taken control, taking the locals and the people that live inside these complexes. We're going to be trying our best to track down Tren de Araguas and show you guys who these people are and how you guys can identify them here in Denver, Colorado, and across America. On the outside of this apartment complex, it literally says TDA, Tren de Araguas. That is a Venezuelan gang that's taken over this city of Denver, specifically Aurora. We're going to go in here and see if we can talk to anybody, as they have obviously shown that this is where Tren de Araguas has either came or is currently extorting to people. Is it true that Tren de Araguas has came here to this area of Aurora?
Okay, this is about 16 minutes on. I don't really know dude like that. He's got a lot of subscribers. I might have to redo it, but we're just to be safe. Just to be safe. But no. I was only gonna be on for a little bit. But thank you so much, Karen. I'm gonna check that out myself and then see how much I can review. I ain't wanna put that. That is very interesting. And like maybe you can see me a little bit, can you? Hold on. That's crazy. Outside light. Oh, how about this? Let's see if this works. Ninja rig it real quick. How that help? That's crazy. We can't have that. Oh, that's perfect. That is literally perfect, though, y'all. That is literally perfect. Somebody clipped this. Hold up. Let's see if I can get it perfect. Oh. Wait, Lyndon, stop moving. Stop moving your head, Lyndon. Lyndon, stop moving your head. Lyndon. Hold on. Okay, that's about as good as we gonna get it. Oh, please, somebody, I gotta take a picture of this. The worst Photoshop ever. That's what we go. This is the worst Photoshop ever. Well, I gotta get it. It's such a point phrase, and I can't take it serious. Well, I gotta get militant with it. Look. All right, y'all. It just looks like I think it looks good. It's almost there too. All right, y'all. Just that easy, right? Won't show me in the dark though. It will not show. Only in the light. Ain't that something? Can't even pick me up on the 720p. But let me get up out of here, y'all. Thank y'all so much for a great show. We're gonna be doing it a couple more. All right, y'all have a good night. And remember, without you, there is no moron. All right, peace.